Food Irradiation Regulation 2011 is also covered under Food Act 1983. Irradiation is a technology that utilizes ionizing radiation as a source of energy to kill spoilage microorganisms and foodborne pathogens. This technology is particularly important for food that is sensitive to cooking at high temperature. Registered premise only has a validity of a maximum 2 years. It has ringgit registration fee. The source of irradiation should be categorized under the list here. It could be gamma cobalt 60, calcium 137, or X-ray less than 5 megavolt, and if it's electron, it should be less than 10 megavolt. The second Food Act that is important in this country is called Food Analyst Act 2011. Under the umbrella of this act, food analyst regulations, which is actually entails the how-to step, is actually established in 2013, and it covers all of these following sections. The regulation defines the scope of food analysis. It includes physical, all the way to sensory evaluation of food, packaging materials, and containers. To be eligible as a food analyst, the individual should hold a degree in food science or food technology or food science and technology or any other science-related field. The individual should have been appointed to work under supervision of registered food analysts or registered chemists, or the individual has 2 years working experience in food analysis for a food-related degree holder or 4 years for non-food related degree holder. The age should be older than 18 years old. The license should be renewed annually, not less than 30 days before the date of expiration. There are many guidelines that related to food under FSQ division. One of them is food labeling guidelines. Technically, Malay language should be used. However, if the product is imported, English or Malay can be used. Translation from other language should convey the same meaning. Designation should be based on its principal ingredients. However, if the product is blended or mixed, it should be clearly stated. Ingredients should be listed in descending order, proportion by weight. If the ingredient can cause hypersensitivity, or in other words, allergen, like nuts, wheat, and egg, it should be stated. Under new nutrient labeling, effective 2022, sugar and salt content should be included. This is just an example of food labeling in Malaysia, which is available in the FSQ website as well. In food industry, food processing sector must implement food safety assurance program to achieve the highest quality and safety of the food produced. Food safety assurance program can gain consumer trust and satisfy requirements for local and global food trading. The most common food safety assurance program is actually HACCP, Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point, and GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices. HACCP and GMP are based on US food safety assurance programs, and they are internationally accepted and recognized. Consumers actually prefer food products with HACCP and GMP logos, as these products are produced in a safe and hygienic manner. One limitation, though, of HACCP and GMP certification for SME, small medium enterprises, is actually the cost. Therefore, FSQ MOH has taken the initiative to introduce MSTI program to encourage Malaysian SMEs to implement food safety program. It is free, as it is designed to encourage SMEs in Malaysia to comply with our food laws and regulation. MSTI logo is for the food products. Another similar certification offered by FSQ MOH is Trust MyCatering certification. It is aimed to reduce food poisoning sourced from catered food, create healthy competition between operators, and improve existing or newly implemented food safety levels. It also ensures that food catering operators comply with food safety requirements. It is eligible. It is open to small caterer, which is less than 10 employees, medium 11 to 20 employees, and mass catering operators, employees higher than 20 individuals. Another initiative is BeSS recognition, where it is more focused on the premise selling food. For BeSS, it is not only focused on food safety but also nutrition. Here are some of other details on BeSS recognition. The validity is only 3 years. BeSS recognition is not, however, eligible for premises that sell only one type of food, which is high in sugar or fats or salt. Does not imply to premises that sell only alcoholic beverages. Does not imply to Bazaar Ramadans, for example, because it operates seasonally or temporarily, or any other category that is specified by MOH from time to time. Before I wrap up this module, I just want to briefly touch on food poisoning investigation process in Malaysia. When there is an incidence of food poisoning, an initial notification should be made to CDC, Center of Disease Control, within 24 hours via verbal or written notification. What happens next is that within the next 27 days, the remaining steps should be carried out. First, the health officers need to collect important information before they go for field investigation. Some information includes information about the premise owner or how the suspected food were being produced and many more. Once that happens, officers will go to inspect the premise and collect food samples and environmental samples. Based on the interview findings, with the premise owner or the food handlers who work in that premise, officer must present a flow chart that describes each stage in terms of time and temperature, how the food being produced. This is important to identify the etiologic agent, which actually refers to agent that caused the food poisoning. Initial report should be made, followed by final report after laboratory report has been completed. In Appendix 1, particularly page 10 to 28, actually describe the guidelines on how you can suggest microbiological tests for the suspected food and how you can use that to identify the etiologic agent that is responsible for the food poisoning. You actually will need that for your final assignment. All the best.